Alright guys, what's going on? DJ Heskicks here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys the fourth and final installment of my entire collection video. If you guys go ahead and smack that thumbs up button for the final part. But basically, this is the entire Jordan collection in this video. So this video might be pretty long. Let's go ahead and not waste any time and jump right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start it out now with the Jordan 1s and try to work our way up. First and foremost, we have the Jordan 1 band colorway, the bread colorway. Really dope quality leather on this one, and one of the most iconic Jordans of all time. Moving on to a less iconic Jordan that you guys don't care about, but one that's in the collection, Air Jordan 1 gray and infrared low tops. And you guys probably didn't even know I had those. We have these, I think this is a Tinker Hatfield colorway of the Air Jordan 1 Alpha. Shout out to Jumpman Bostic for showing me this colorway, really dope colorway. I still haven't rocked these ones, but this is one that I need to break out because it's just a super sick colorway and decent quality on these things as well. Moving on, another one to Jumpman Bostic. Shout out to him because he was rocking these one day, and my homie Kimo was rocking them as well. The Tribe Called Quest Air Jordan 1 high straps, a really dope colorway. And Tribe Called Quest is like one of the most inspirational hip hop groups of my generation, so this one was a must pick up. Still want to pick up a new one, DS. We have the Lance Mountain Nike SB Jordan 1s, as you can see on the tongue. Nike SB. And this is the one where the paint comes off. People love these things for some reason. But it's a classic kind of in a sense because it used the bread and the royals on each of the shoes. One that's not so classic, but in the collection regardless, and doesn't get enough love in my opinion. These models actually were pretty sick. It's the Air Jordan 1 with the Jordan 11 theme to it with the patent leather toe and the clear soles, or the clear or red in this case, for the bread colorway. Pretty dope shoe, regardless of the hype. Another one that doesn't get any love, you can get these for under $100, and it's worth every penny. The quality, these are amazing. I don't even know what the heck they're called. It says anti-gravity machines on it, on the that side of it. I want to say it's the Air Jordan 1 Nouveau or something like that. I can never pronounce it correctly, so I butcher it. But the quality and the material is really nice, and it's really just a dope pair of sneakers. So those Air Jordan 1s right here. Moving on, we have the Baron 1s, and these ones are, again, just another fun colorway. Not the shadows, just the Baron 1s, as you can see. Moving on, a pair of Jordan 1s, the black and gum sole colorway. One that first images, I was like, yep, I gotta buy those ones. Pretty dope shoe. Not as good a leather as what I would have liked, but a dope shoe nonetheless. Didn't include this one in the Nike ID video, but I should have. This is my Skeletor themed Air Jordan 1 Alpha. So if you don't know who Skeletor is, look him up. And that was what I used as my inspiration for this model right here. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty well considering, yeah, I mean, He-Man, Masters of the Universe and stuff. Then we have the black and white colorway of the Jordan 1s. I don't have the shadows. But between these and the Barons, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of all of them. But these things are nice regardless of the Nike right there. Just a kind of a classic colorway. Moving on, Dave White Air Jordan 1s. Super hype when they came out. Fell off after they came out, but super dope pair of Jordan 1s. One of my favorite ones actually in my collection. Just a super sick design on the Dave Whites with the custom box and everything. So pretty cool. And then next up, we have another classic that they brought back. Chicago themed Air Jordan AJKO. As you can see right there, and you can see the materials are different on the AJKOs. Just one of those ones that I definitely wanted, and you can see the soles too, different. Just a dope shoe, in my opinion, and doesn't get enough love. And then the last one, my very first pair of Jordan 1s that I had in my collection, the white and blue patent leather colorway. And you can see how worn that patent leather is now, but this one was so sick when it came out. I was just like super stoked. And check out the little Jumpman on it and everything. Clear soles that are a little gooey now, but those are my very first pair of Air Jordan 1s. All right, let's keep it moving to the Air Jordan 2s. All right, let's keep it moving. I forgot these Air Jordan 1s though, the 4Lab 1s, for those wondering. I still have these glows in my collection. And moving on, this is the frustrating part. I actually can't find my Chicago 2s. I don't know where my Chicago 2s are, so I'm going to keep looking, but I don't want to hold up the video any longer. So let's just keep it rolling. We have the infrared Air Jordan 2s here. We have the Concord Air Jordan 2s. And we also have the iron purple Air Jordan 2s. And let's move on to the Jordan 3s. Actually, one more. Sorry. I do have the countdown pack Air Jordan 2s as well as the Chicago 2s. But dudes, I can't find them. It's so frustrating when you can't find one pair of sneakers. Let's go ahead and jump in to the Air Jordan 3s. This is a big one. I got a lot of these ones. The Air Jordan 3, the 88s with the Nike on the back to start us off. And then another one here, the cement Air Jordans with the Air Jordan on the back of those ones. So that's 2 here. In no particular order, guys. I'm just picking them up as we go here. We have the powder blue Air Jordan 3s. We also have another pair of the powder blue Air Jordan 3s. I think this model is super duper dope, super slept on, and it's just an amazing colorway. Moving on, another dope colorway. Shout out to Asian Joe for this one, the Fear 3s. Really dope colorway. Go Beavs in that orange and black. And we have an older colorway, the flips. As you can see, the elephant print is flipped. Another one, we have a little older one, the True Blue Air Jordan 3s. This is the US release version. Let's move it back to a new one. And we have the infrared Air Jordan 3s. And I think I did the lace swap on this one right here. So it has the black laces, wax laces, pretty cool. So the infrareds. I actually forgot I picked this one up. Wolf Gray 3s. I want to actually do a custom with this and paint it all black, but I just haven't done it. So Wolf Gray 3s here. Another older one. The Fire Red 3s, and this is the older one, as you can tell, with the yellowing tab on the back. And I had the newer one, but I actually gifted my friend for his wedding, the pair. So shout out to Mike on that. And then I also have these guys right here. This is a sample pair of the True Blue 3s. As you can tell, the difference bequeaths because this doesn't have this, and this one, you just see what you see what I'm saying. I'm tired. This is ridiculous. This is a lot of effort. Keeping it moving. One of the favorite Air Jordan 3s. Numerous people's favorites, but love these things. Shout out to the homie that hooked me up with these. Really do appreciate him for looking out for me on those. The Dornbecker 3s. Shout out to Cole as well. I actually got to get Cole in here to do an interview. It's one of those things that's on my plate still because the dude is local. So I'm going to reach out to him and try to get that. Black Cement 3s, probably the most iconic pair of Jordans. One of everybody's favorites, in my opinion. And we have another pair here, the Pure Money Air Jordan 3s. The back right here says Pure Money on it. So the Air Jordan 3 Pure Moneys. Oh man, got more. Okay, we have these guys right here. This is the 5 Lab 3s. And we also have another pair of the black 5 Lab 3s. We also have a couple other black pairs of sneakers here. We have the Black Cats, as you can see here, all black. And it actually does say Black Cat on the flip side here. And then the last pair, you guys can see, is right here. And then we have the, what the heck are these ones? Why am I drawing a blank? Black Flips? No. Is it Black Flips? I think these are the Black Flips. Why am I drawing a blank on those? Yeah, sorry. Those are the Black Flips. For some reason, I thought I had these already, so pretty crazy. Anyway, that is the Air Jordan. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Hold on one sec. I forgot. I got 2 more here. Air Jordan 3 Sport Blue and Air Jordan 3 Sport Blue. Kind of like the reverse True Blue in a sense, which I really dig that whole thing. And people don't really love these things either. They don't really respect them, but I think it's a dope colorway and a nice execution. But that is the Jordan 3s. Let's keep it moving to the Jordan 4s. All right, keeping it moving, we got the Air Jordan 4 collection, starting off with the Varsity Red Air Jordan 4s. And this is one pair, and I actually have 2 pairs of these. I doubled up because it's one of those classic models that to me is really what sneakers are all about. Moving on from this double up, we have the bread colorway, and we have not just one, but we also have 2 colorways, or 2 models. of that one. This is a little dingy here, though. They're getting a little dingy. But still have 2 of those. Moving on, we have another OG colorway, Military Force. Love them or hate them. It was one that I wanted to add to the collection. And we have another pair of 4s, the Cav 4s here. And then along the same year, we have the Thunder 4s. Moving on, we have the Fear 4s. Really dope colorway as well, in my opinion. And then we have these guys. I actually forgot about these. This is one of the ones that I pulled out of the box. I was like, holy crap, I totally forgot about those. Fire Red 4s. People are going to call them the Toro 4s, but they're really Fire Red. Look at the box. So, for those people who are going to troll me, troll no more. So, here we have the Oreo 4s as well that we just recently picked up, and then the Columbia 4s that we had in the past. Oh yeah, I have more. Hold on. I have 2 pairs of these as well. One was in the garage, as you saw. This is, which one is this actually? I'm totally lost. It's the Pure Money Force. Yeah, so it says Pure on the back, because they did have an anniversary too, but this is the Pure Money. And one cool thing about that, it actually came with a poster in the box. For those that didn't know, so that's a little fun fact there. I also have another classic colorway. I wish I kept more of these. I only have 1 left, and I had a whole bunch when they dropped, but I sold some to some friends and did a couple auctions for some charity, and I think I sold 1 for resale, which, you know, crazy that happened. But wish I would have kept 2 of them. I only have 1. And then the last one, the Dornbecker 4s. Shout out to the homie that actually gifted me this pair. And that is the Air Jordan 4 collection. Let's keep it moving. The Jordan 5 collection is pretty big. Yeah. Alright dudes, I wanted to show you guys that I actually found my Air Jordan 2 Chicago colorways, and here they are. This is one of the older retros, as you can tell, the yellowing. But I finally found them. They were hiding behind some boxes. Let's go ahead and get into the Air Jordan 5s, however. We have quite a few of them to get through. So, Air Jordan Fire Red 5s in the silver tongue. This is the one with the 23 on the side from the Countdown pack. I also have the one from the last retro as well, with the no 23 on the side, and again, both the silver tongues. Moving on, wanted to show you guys that there's actually a difference. For those that didn't really realize this, there's a difference between these two. The reverse of the flames on the bottom midsole. But we have the black tongues as well, and this is the older retro from I think 2006, something like that. And then we have the newer retro as well. As you can tell, the yellowing difference between the two. So there's these two as well. Moving on, we have another of the classic ones. We have the metallic fire red, or excuse me, I said fire red again. The metallic black Air Jordan 5s, and they have the white metallics coming out pretty soon as well. But there's the black ones with the reflective tongue. And then I also did a custom of a reverse fire red, just showing you guys this, and I used a metallic. Unfortunately, the collar is totally screwed up, and I got to get this whole entire inside collar redone. But the shoe turned out well, and the paint turned out well on these, because it was one of these ones. But anyway, those two. Also, moving on, we have the 3 Lab 5s. This is the very first one from the Lab series that came out in this colorway with the Gamma Blue. I also have the black 3 Lab 5, for those that didn't know that I actually had this one, but I do. Moving on. Somebody told me that these are fake. I don't know if I believe it or not. I kind of do, just because it just feels different, a little crappier than most of my other ones. I got this from a subscriber, so if that guy's still out there, I don't very much appreciate you. But I got my K54s, as you can tell right here, and you can look at the Jumpman, and you can look at the Jumpman on the back. They smell pretty legit, but the materials are just off to me, honestly. Sole looks good, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, I don't like having sketchy things in the collection, and that was one of those ones I went on a limb for. And a subscriber said that he had a trade, and I went with it, and I'm not sure how it came out. I'm not really happy with that. In fact, that's one pair I actually want to get out of the collection. Regardless of that, moving on, we have these guys right here, the Bel Air 5s, and this is one I kind of didn't like at first, but the quality is super nice. Really a dope model. When all is said and done, moving on, we have the Grape 5s, one of the classics. This is the one from the previous retro, not the last retro. And then I have the reverse grapes, as you can see right here, with the black. This one is super duper dope. I love the fact that they did that. So there's both of those ones. Another one of the old colorways brought back. The Laney 5s, unfortunately, the quality mediocre on those ones, but still, it's nice to see the original colorway come back. Moving on, Wolf Gray Jordan 5s, dope suede on these ones. Just kind of a cool colorway that came out. Kind of people slept on it, but it is what it is. We have another one that people did not sleep on. They were quite limited comparison to some of the other ones, and the Saphir 5s. Super stoked. I actually ended up getting these from a Nike restock. Was just crazy. Really dope materials on that. Speaking of Nike restocks, I ended up getting one pair of these from a Nike restock as well. This is the Dornbecker 5s. A very coveted shoe, and I have not just one, I have two pairs. And I got one from the Twitter RSVP, like with no bots. I was in the middle of a live stream with Yodi Slayer. Rest in peace, Yodi Slayer, man. He ended up passing the following year. But I ended up getting these, and shout out to Isaac as well for designing just a super, super sick shoe. The Dornbecker 5s. And then, rounding it out, I have the reflective Air Jordan 5s here, and then also the red suede Air Jordan 5s, known as the Raging Bull Pack, or the Toro Bravos. And you can see the suede on here is super sick. And so I have that pack as well. And then the finale, I guess, for whatever it's worth, I do have the Tokyo Jordan 5s, and I do have the sample version with the yellow toe. For those that didn't know, most of you guys know that I have these, but and that's the Jordan 5s. Let's keep it moving to the Jordan 6s. All right, let's go ahead and get started on the Air Jordan 6s. We have the infrared 6 in the black colorway, and I have not one but two, as you guys may or may not have known that I picked up the second. I'm pretty sure you guys knew. But there it is right there, both of them. And while we're on the infrared subject, I do have the white infrareds as well. And it's just one of those ones that I really wanted in the collection from way, way back, and I never got them. So this year, even though the white ones aren't the best quality leather, it's still like a classic colorway that I really wanted in the collection. Moving on, we have another colorway that's kind of a fan favorite, I guess now looking back, but this is the Olympic colorway of the Air Jordan 6. Pretty dope quality. I actually had a double up of these, and I regret selling the second pair that I had. Moving on, we have another one that's, I guess, would be considered a fan favorite. We have the Carmine 6s. This is the one from the Countdown pack. But I also do have the one from the last retro, as you guys can see right here. So there's both of them side by side. I never did a comparison between these two for some reason. Sometimes I picked up pairs and I just didn't show you guys, and I apologize for being weird about it. But let's keep moving. We have another pair of the Sport Blue Air Jordan 6s, another classic that came back. Wish they would have brought the maroons back, but it didn't happen this year. Another one that came back a year or so prior. We have I'm losing my brain on what this was called. The Golden Moments pack. I thought I was going to say gold medal. I remember it was gold moments, gold medal, and this is the white one. This is the one that leaked. The 7s are the ones that didn't really leak. It's kind of weird because the people got these from sites and stuff. It was kind of sketchy back when those ones were coming out. Another pair that came out this last year, the Spizike colorway of the Air Jordan 6. Really a pretty nice colorway. Nice quality on those ones. And one that's super duper loud but really dope as well is this infrared 23 Air Jordan 6. Really, really glad that I got that pair as well. Shout out to the homie that hooked me up with these ones. And then, actually, I think he hooked me up with the other ones. I actually got these on a raffle, which was crazy. I had no idea that was going to happen. And then I also have these as well. The Cigar Air Jordan 6s, which has the most insane leather on these things ever. Like, just super, super clean. And I do want the champagnes eventually. I just don't have them in the collection. And they're kind of green and yellowish, so it's not a high priority for myself. But it would be nice to have both sides of the champ pack. That's pretty much it for my Air Jordan 6s. Let's move on to the Air Jordan 7s. Alright, so next up we have the Air Jordan 7s. This is the sample from the Countdown pack that never made it. The one that did make it was the Air Jordan Hair 7s, which I actually ended up selling to Indeed, who used to do YouTube videos. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any videos from that dude in forever, but he's a huge fan of the Air Jordan 7, so I I sent those ones over to him for a pretty decent price. And I'm excited that the hairs are coming back because then I can get them back this year. We also have another pair of, these are like the Raptor 7s, but these ones are samples. You can see the black bottom samples, and these ones are from the pack as well. There was a 2-7 pack Orlando, and then these ones. And so that's what these ones are from. Moving on, we have the Olympic 7s, and this is the one from the previous retro, not the last retro or the last 2 retros. This is one of the earlier ones, as you can see right here. This one, pretty fun colorway. I mean, they retroed them 3 times in the last handful of years, but it's still one that sells out because it's just kind of a nostalgic, dope colorway. And then one that nobody cares about, the Orion or Orion 7s, or the reverse Marvin the Martians almost. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. But these things, I actually kind of like the colorway, but the quality on these ones are so doo that they ended up recalling most of them, and they never actually even made it out to the stores. And I got these from the factory store, and they actually are pretty decent for factory store pickup, and I think they're like $100 or something like that, or less. And then the last one of my favorite colorways of the 7s is the Bordeaux colorway. And I am excited for the remastered version of these. I think the materials will be really nice. This one's not so bad from the last retro, but still, it'll be nice to see these remastered. And moving on to the Jordan 8s. There's only a couple, so we're going to keep it rolling. We have the Aqua 8. This is the one that is going to be releasing for Black Friday this year. They're not doing the 7s this year. It's going to be the Aqua 8s. A lot of people excited to see those, as well as myself. It would be nice to be able to get a new pair of these. But the Aqua 8s right here. And then the Dornbecker 8s. Shout out to Sneaker Street, again, for cutting me a great deal on these. And I'm so happy that I got these in the collection, because this is one that I really wanted, especially from attending the event and everything. It was just really dope. And so I'm really happy that these entered the collection. So the Dornbecker 8s right here, and you can see Caden designed these ones. Moving on, let's go to the Jordan 9s. So we have the CDP Jordan 9s right here. I don't know, these are the playoff 9s if I'm not mistaken, and you can see this is reflective on them. Just kind of another kind of classic colorway. Moving on, we have the Baron 9s, as you can see, with the pinstripes from the baseball uniforms that Michael Jordan had during that small time frame. If you actually watch Space Jam, he's rocking a Baron's uniform with the number 45 on the back. So there's the 45 right there. Also, another one that doesn't have the 23 on it is the Dornbecker 9s right here. So really glad that I was able to actually get these ones and meet the kids as well. And this is actually reflective as well. And then I also have the anniversary Air Jordan 9s, as you can see right here. Moving on, let's go straight back to the 10s, since I have these ones out as well, so we'll just keep it rolling. We have the powder blue 10s. I actually wouldn't mind seeing these in a remastered form as well, but it's decent-ish quality, just kind of generic, but dope colorway in my opinion. We have the Stealth 10s, and I think this is one of the most slept on colorways. Super dope colorway, nice material, just a dope shoe in my opinion. We have another classic colorway right here, the Steel 10s. And I'll keep it moving with the classics. We have another one right here, the Royal Blue 10s. And then also the Chicago 10s right here. And the double nickels, as they're known, with the 45s on them, those are coming out in April. So pretty excited to see those. And I'll do a comparison next to these. And then we also have, I don't remember the name. Are these the Shadows? I think these are the Shadows. Stealths, and then these are the Shadows. I'm losing my brain. These ones were from the Countdown pack, for those wondering. And then the last one, the most recent pickup that I got of the 10s, were these guys, the Lady Liberties. And that is my my 10s and 7s, 8s, and 9s. Let's keep it moving to the 11s. I actually forgot, I have the Daniel Pena Air Jordan 10s, the Dornbecker 10s here, along with the DP hat. This was a hat that was actually never released to the public. And then I also ended up actually getting a double up of this shoe right here. So forgot about those ones, sorry about that. Let's keep it moving to the Jordan 11s. All right, next up we have the Air Jordan 11s. We have the Bread 11 from the Countdown pack. And then I guess we'll go into, I don't know if this is going to be out of order because I don't remember the order. We have the Concord 11s, as you can see here. Then we have the Space Jam 11s, as you can see here, a little yellowy, which is all right. We have the Cool Gray 11s, and it's really yellowy, but a-okay again. And we have the Bread 11s again from the last retro, so with the countdown versus the last retro here, both pairs of those. We also have the Gamma Blue 11s, the Gamma Blue there, and the hits of gold on it, pretty sick. I know people don't really love them because it's not an original, but it is what it is. And then we have Anniversary Air Jordan 11s. These are the ones without the Jumpman. And you can see these are quite yellow as well. And then I also have these guys, these little rare little gems, the little GS version that actually has a Jumpman, which they were not released with the Jumpman. So it was kind of a fun thrift store find that I ended up finding for $20 at a thrift store down the street from Nike headquarters, which is kind of cool. Moving on, we have, let's see here, we have a couple low top versions. We have the Concord, I'm losing my mind here, Concord lows, and then we have the infrared lows as well. And let's see here, sorry, it's really hot in this room while I'm doing this video, guys. The lights are just killing me for hours. Next up we have the Columbia 11s or Legend Blues, and I actually ended up getting the second colorway, or the second model right there, so I have two pairs of those, not colorway, the second one. And then also the Pantone Air Jordan 11s, which is part of the $500 pack, which is crazy, but I'm glad I was able to get it regardless. And then I'll move on to the 12s because I don't have very many. We have the Taxi 12s, as you can see right here, and this one's from the Countdown pack as well. We have the Rising Sun 12s, and you can see those ones yellowing a little bit. That's all right. And then we also have one more, the Playoff. I believe they're called the Playoff 12s. And that is it for my 11 and 12s. And then the next segment, I should be able to clear out the rest of these guys and do 13, well, actually 13 through something, because I have quite a few 13s. So let's keep it moving. All right, so moving on to the Air Jordan 13s, we have the Flint Gray or French Blue 13s. A lot of people's kind of favorites for whatever it's worth. We have another pair here. This is the non-reflective Air Jordan 13s in the Bread colorway. We also have the He Got Game colorway. This is one from the Countdown pack. We have the Cherry 13s, one of my favorite ones just for historical value, right here. And I got those from the factory store, which was pretty awesome. We also have a pair of the Playoff 13s. Really nice quality on those ones. We have a pair that I still have, even though I need to get rid of it because there's no authenticity to this one at all. It was one of those ones I got hit on from eBay, and I'm pretty sure that the dude sent me it's unauthorized. What we have, Ray Allen 13s. Did a legit check on these years ago. I just don't think they're legit. I paid, I think, $400 or something like that for them. It's just something stupid. So, yeah, big loss there. We also have the Dirty Bread colorway, as you can see right here. This is this year, or this last year's release. And then we also have the infrared reflective colorway, which is really pretty rad upper. Premium price on these ones, though. And I think that is it for the 13s. Let's move on to the 14s. Actually, before we hit the 14s, though, we'll jump back to the 7s because I forgot to show you guys these ones in the 7 collection. I'm pretty sure I forgot to show you guys these ones from the Gold Medal pack, or the Gold Moments pack. And let's see here. 14s. I believe these are Forest Green 14s. Very old pair, as you can see, yellowing. Favorite pair of 14s by far, Candy Cane or Cherry Red or whatever you want to call them. Ferrari. I call them Ferrari 14s just because this is the first colorway that came out, the first colorway I had. And then I got them stolen. I was so pissed about that when I was younger. Moving on, we have another pair of 14s. This is a Countdown pack version. I don't know if this is the same thing as the Last Shot, to be honest. I don't think so because it looks a little bit different. But this is the one from the Countdown pack. And actually, it's a really dope shoe. One that definitely doesn't get any love. So you could probably get these for pretty cheap nowadays. Probably less than a retail even. And then we have the Ferrari Red 14s, as you guys know them, with the one-piece suede upper. That came out last year with carbon fiber trim. Just a really dope looking shoe. Shout out to Jason Donner for that one again on the OOP. And then we'll move on now to the 14 or the 15s, because there's only one. The Blackout 15. Well, actually, it's not even a Blackout. I don't even know what the heck this one was called. It didn't really have a name. Stealth, I guess. I don't know. It was on the website. I got it on Jordan. Jumpman.com or something like that when they actually were trying to do the website thing. Which would be interesting to see if they actually started doing exclusive releases on the website. Moving on, we have the 16s. And this one is one from the Countdown pack as well. I actually product tested this shoe before it came out. And the lace system here, they tried magnets and Velcro. Obviously, they did a combination of both. Which one released, but pretty cool. Regardless, we have another pair that has a cover on them, but it doesn't show on this one because I don't have it on this one. The 17s, Wizard colorway. This is the one from the Countdown pack as well. I guess it's not a Wizard colorway. It's like black and I don't know, whatever. It's weird because they don't really have names, or they didn't really have as many names, or at least I don't remember them or know them from when those ones came out. But we also have, I guess this would be a bread colorway of the Air Jordan 18. A pretty dope shoe actually as well. One piece upper suede. Really nice quality. Very heavy shoe though. Probably the weirdest one out of the group. The Air Jordan 19s. As you can tell, with that crazy aged toed cap on it, white. And then you have this cover up, which is just super crazy. Really kind of a bizarre model. I've shown you guys this one in detail before, but pretty crazy nonetheless. Fun box that it came in. Then we have the 20s, one that we're now seeing retros of. This is one of the other colorways, the older colorways. I think there was like a East and West Coast sort of release or something like that. This is a West Coast release, and you can see the laser etching on these. So those are the 20s. 21s we have from the Countdown pack. And the Countdown pack really helped me fulfill my void of wanting to complete the Air Jordan 1s through 23s. And so this is the Air Jordan 20s, as you can see. Did I say 20s? You guys know what I meant. 21s, and now we have the 22s. It actually says 21 right there on the tongue. This one says it down here on the bottom, 22. And this is the original colorway, the first launch colorway of the 22s. And I also have the PE ones that I showed you from the garage section, but this is just a different model. The PEs versus the regular are actually quite different. 22s, moving on to the 23s. And the Stealth colorway, I guess this one was called. And you can see the thumbprint thing on the bottom. And then I also have two pairs of those ones. This is one of those ones I wanted to double up on. First colorway released of the iconic model hitting the number 23 was just a big, huge deal. And it's one of those ones that I just definitely wanted to double up on. I wish I had the titanium ones and other colorways, but I didn't get any of the other ones. Moving on, we have a player exclusive sample. This is the 2009s. This would be the 24s if they had them. But this is a Michael Bibby player exclusive in this colorway. And that is the 2009 model. Fast forward, because I don't have the 2010 or 11s. Something I probably should get in the collection just to have, honestly. I had the 10s and I ended up giving them to a friend just because. And they were samples, the ones I had actually. I wish I would have kept them. But what's done is done. Anyway, this pair, actually I've given away quite a few pairs of samples to think back at it. It's kind of crazy. But this is a pair of the 2012s. And this is the year of the goat or horse or whatever the heck this year was. And this is a pretty crazy box that came with this one as well. But this is the 2012s. Moving forward to the, then they rebranded it for 13 and they named them the 28s. This is the one, obviously the SE model, not the one with the zip, as you can tell. And you can see the zoom on the bottom, pretty rad. Very, very comfortable shoe. Nice performance model. And they did the flight plate on these ones and everything. Then you move on to the other ones, the 29s. And then the other two pairs that I have were from the garage, if you guys saw those. And then that's those ones. And that pretty much wraps up the Jordans 1 through 28. But I do have a couple other pairs out here, so I'm going to show you guys the sample pair of the Tokyo Chris Pauls. These ones are pretty sweet, as the toe box is totally different than the others. Has an all over 23 print over the toe box. Really sick shoe. This complements the Tokyo 5s, which I have as well. Moving on, we have a sample pair of Heskicks, and this is the Do the Right Thing colorway. This one has a different kind of, I think the painting on here is different or something like that. I don't know, because I haven't really paid attention to the released pair, but this is a sample pair right here. And moving on, another sample pair. Imagine how crazy these would have been. Air Jordan 3s, but this is the one that people don't like because it has the Air Force One hybrid effect to it. But this is the US, like kind of a USA theme to it, super sick. And the Air Force One mixed up, and there's actually a flag on the bottom down there, which is pretty awesome. But these are samples and kind of a fun one, I think. Moving on to another one, Dub Zeros. This is one of the original colorways of these, now that these are getting retros as well, which they don't get any love either. I think that they probably should. But you can see the 4 bottoms on these things. Just kind of a cool shoe, nonetheless. It's a hybrid of a bunch of different shoes that didn't know. The Air Jordan 6 on the back and everything else. Moving on, we have a pair of Mellows. This is just a regular one that I got on clearance from Finish Line, I think it was. I did an unboxing. I think I got these for like 80 bucks or something like that. Or maybe $64 or something like that. Super crazy. Flight plate, same sole as the 28 SEs. Really nice quality shoe for whatever it's worth. And then from the Nike factory store, I ended up getting this Jordan Brand Classic version with the black one with the speckles. Pretty crazy. And that is the Jordan collection in its entirety. Before I wrap up the video, I wanted to show you guys a couple more pairs that I got up in more of my recent pickups. I'm just going to flash through them. Xeno ZX Flux, finally got them in my size. We have the Saucony Feature LV, the Pumpkins. We have a pair of the Flyknit Racers that I got from Nike clearance as well. We have a pair of the Pure Boost 2s in the red colorway. We have a pair of the Pure Boost 2s in the black colorway ×2. Amazing, amazing shoe. And we have another pair right here of the Tubulars in a kind of the gray sweatpant sort of colorway. We have a really random one that I got for free. I got gifted this pair as well. This is a pair of Pegasus 30s, as you can see right there. Really comfortable shoe. I use this honestly to walk the dogs with mostly. And then also the Ultra Boost. And that is pretty much it. And so that's pretty much the entire collection. As you can see, this is kind of what I did as I shifted through all of these for this video. And all of the boxes in the back drop. And all of these boxes over here. And it's hot because of the lights and all the boxes in the closet. And then you can see the Simpsons house up there. Sweet. Anyway, that's all we have, guys. This is the entire collection video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you guys can. I'm hot. It's sweaty up here because of all the heat from the lights, but I wanted to get through this, and hopefully, again, you guys enjoy this entire collection. If you didn't see the other 3 parts to these collection videos, check the description, and it will take you to the links to the other videos. Anyway, thank you again. Appreciate all the support. 100,000 subscribers is crazy, and I definitely appreciate it, guys. Looking forward to the rest of 2015. Catch you guys later. Peace.